not one Nigeria at any cost, which means the Nigerians, the citizens of Nigerians, are not even ready to to unite, just because of the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari is not encouraging Nigerians to even say or wake up in the morning and say God bless Nigeria, or let's unite because we need one Nigeria. The month of May has been a tumultuous one for Nigerians, and the remembrance of events that happened within it that shaped Nigerian history and make the memory an unhappy one. The pogrom of May 1966 visited on the Igbo in the north as a protest against General Nrosi's Decree 34 that heralded the unitary system was a harbinger of more serious troubles for Nigeria, as the July 29, 1966 revenge coup and further pogroms following the coup, culminating in the August 1966 pogroms against the Igbo that listened to Nigeria leaders and appeal for Igbo refugees from the north to return to their stations. And this last pogrom sealed the fate of Nigeria as a country destined to fight a civil war to reverse its disintegration. Bad governance occasioned by failed leadership has made it possible for Nigeria not to heal from its diseased soul and body, to the point that it is back to square one of the cycle of 1964 to 1967. Hence, there is agitations of various kinds, be it secessionist movements by ethnic groups to secede, jihadist movement to turn Nigeria from secular to an Islamic caliphate, and poverty and ignorance induced criminal agitations in the form of armed robbery, kidnapping, and banditry. Secessionist movements are championed by several pro-Biafra organizations, such as Movement for the Actualization of Sovereign State of Biafra, MASOP, Biafra Independence Movement, BIM, and Indigenous People of Biafra, while the Yoruba Nationhood Creation movements are coordinated by Professor Akintoye and Sunday Igboho, while the Islamic Jihadist movement was originally an episodic event beginning from early 1980s when the Metansi and allied groups terrorized the north and later grew into an insurgent group under Boko Haram, which has splintered into several groups and even morphed into international Islamic terrorism network. These organized splinter groups arising from break-up of Boko Haram and established effective cells across Nigeria in the form of bandits, Fulani herdsmen, kidnappers, and unknown gunmen. All these violent groups have assailed and overwhelmed Nigeria to the point that some international organizations have rated Nigeria as a failed state. This state of affairs has alarmed many Nigerians, especially some prominent leaders who have been forced to voice out their opinions on the state of the nation. It was in the light of the foregoing that many groups and individuals have called for very drastic measures to cure Nigeria of its myriad disease. The most fundamental of these problems confronting Nigeria are the insurgencies and secessionist agitations, which threaten the corporate existence of the country. Most opinion leaders and groups, especially in the north, south, and middle belt of Nigeria, have canvassed the idea that what will rescue the country from its troubled condition is a fundamental restructuring of the constitutional framework imposed by the military, but the government thinks otherwise, declaring that there is nothing wrong with the system, and if there is any, that institutions created under the attack constitution retains the mandate to offer remedies sought by the agitators. What got most perceptible Nigerians thinking about the problem of Nigeria was the order given by the indigenous people of Biafra for the Igbo to observe the May 30 Biafra Independence Declaration anniversary, and the people, against the wish of their current political leaders, obeyed it to the last letter without any threat of violence. Against the backdrop of this patent evidence of political efficacy of the indigenous people of Biafra, some northern groups counselled the federal government under President Muhammadu Buhari not to stand in the way of the Igbo if truly it is ascertained that their wish is to secede from Nigeria. The Northern Elders Forum was the first northern group to react to the successful indigenous people of Biafra IPOB order, and it declared Northern Elders Forum has reviewed events and tendencies which suggest that the country is headed for more crisis. Nigerians live in fear of violence today and in fear of an uncertain future. This nation has had to fight a terrible war to preserve the country. The forum then gave its advice, which I consider statesmanlike and wise. It declared, the forum has arrived at the difficult conclusion that if support for secession among the Igbo is as widespread as it is being made to look, and Igbo leadership appears to be in support of it, then the country should be advised not to stand in its way. However, it will not be the best choice for the Igbo or Nigerians to leave a country we have all toiled to build and a country we all have a responsibility to fix. But it will not help a country already burdened with failures on its knees to fight another war to keep the Igbo in Nigeria. Another northern group, coalition of northern groups, rose from its meeting on the aftermath of IPOB such shutdown of the southeast and asked northern leaders to allow the Igbo to have Biafra. The coalition of northern groups position tastes like a soup cooked by a child, as the Igbo says, when it declared that the group is convinced that the current agitations and disturbances that have been ongoing since 2017 are aimed at rendering the court ungovernable and ushering in of anarchy, thereby occasioning an inter-regional crisis, possibly leading to the civil war or general unrest that could purported towards the break-up of the country. Perhaps the redemption of that youthful exuberance lies in the part of the communique where it noted that the generation gap between the Nigerian leadership and the youthful followership is working a dissonance. Well, the northern agenda is not helping matters, according to the administration of Buhari, because it's very glaring that his administration is autocratic and is lopsided in his appointment, and his administration is one-sided. That is why the Igbos and the people that are secessioning, which is from the Yoruba clan, Yoruba and the Oduduwa Republic, needs to go their separate ways. But as it is, Nigeria has gone too far for Nigeria to separate or divide. Well, if care is not taken, come 2023, there won't be election and there will be division in the country. Well, to continue from the group maintains that the nation's unity is negotiable and asks northern leaders to accept the reality that allowing Biafra will tidy Nigeria over the prospect of another civil war. The foremost Nigerian patriot, General Olusegun Obasanjo, added his voice to the cacophony of disintegration and secession when he concluded that the breakup of Nigeria will be idiotic and unreasonable, and advised that keeping Nigeria will be better than dismembering it. However, he acknowledged the fact that Nigeria is in a sorry state now and maintains that the idea of unity should not entail slavery. General Obasanjo declared, "I am a strong believer of one Nigeria, but not one Nigeria at any cost, but one Nigeria where every Nigerian can feel proud that he or she has a stake in this country. No Nigeria is born a slave in this country. No Nigeria is born a slave in his own country. No Nigeria is born to be oppressed in his own country." General Obasanjo believes that if Nigerians are allowed to discuss their problems in a round table or round table conference, things may change for the better. It's well said. If Nigerians can sit on the round table and discuss the way forward, Nigeria will be a better place to stay. A word is enough for the wise.